Hello friends, this is Rosamede, and today we're going to do another tour of my island. I haven't done this one for a while, so we're going to just do a little bit of what has changed since last time. I still have the little welcome entrance here in the front, but I have changed quite a few things. I used to have a little autumn trees over here, but now we have the orangery with a bit of gardens and outdoor spaces. We have a little dance back here, a masquerade, and just kind of a fun outdoor party thing going on here. Some gift bushes. I have my first greenhouse going on, first of many, I hope. And then over here, I've changed a little bit about how to get to the Talbot's house. And as you can see, you can go through this pathway, you can go up to the cafe, which is kind of just like another sitting area. Or you can go down here to the garden house. And then there's some gardens that Mrs. Talbot takes care of, outdoor cooking area, because, June is not really at the estate very often, so why does she really need the big mansion? So this is just kind of a fun place for the Talbots and whoever else can come and have just a beautiful gardenscape. And it's also a fun place for kids to come and have a little overnight in the garden. And here's her house, and she's got a nice little pathway and a little hidden spot to lounge with a palm tree. And going out the back way of the house here, you can go into this part of the island. And in the back of the estate, just a little pool with the bathhouse. And back behind the bathhouse is where I put my Mexican set. Now, I've only been doing June's Journey for about 6 months, so I only have gotten through the seasonal sets once. I don't have a lot of items. I've only been trying to get like one of each, except if it's like trees or some decor that I really like. So this is all I really have of the Mexico set, but I like the way it's gone. We do have the taqueria in here, which I got through the Club Mysteries. We have a good team that we've been getting things on. But what I really like about the Mexico set is this little spot here. Before, this was a graveyard, and now I've made it into a writing or an artist retreat. And it's a little homage to Frida Kahlo. And I put the art here, sky, here because it just seemed to fit. And then I found out later that Frida and Diego actually did purchase some of these items from the original artist, so that was really cool. So that was just a little artist retreat here by the chapel in the back there. And then we have somebody taking a nap, a siesta. Just kind of a fun little spot. So just because the Mexican set is so busy, there's so many people. It's kind of the way Mexico can be. When I was there, at least, there was always so much family and friends and things going on when I visited a friend there. And then these places here, a lot of that is the same. I have rearranged a little bit of my Venice and Germany, and they flow together. And then we go up the hill. I have made a hillside here of just the marketplace, little food stalls to go up. Somebody said it reminded them of Santorini. So it just have the little market stalls going up the hill. And going up the hill, you can do two ways. You can go left and go into the Friendship Garden, or you can go straight up and it'll take you up into another area. So let's just go over to the Friendship Garden. You've seen this before. I've changed it just slightly. And this is where I store a lot of my gift bushes from my team and other people on my boat. I have filled in with some of the gift bushes, and it's also a great place for me to store some of the bushes so I don't lose them. You can see there's these mountain laurel, these pink ones here. I just love those. And then we have the holiday ones from Christmas. We have some from the fall. And when I'm rearranging, it's really nice to be able to have a place to put those. And so then they don't get lost, or I don't actually accidentally harvest them, because I have done that. So there's a few more spots for gift bushes. But we were last week between Detective Leagues competitions, so I usually harvest a lot of my speargrass then, because to make room for more, because in between you have more chance of getting diamonds, and because you're not going to get ribbons. So that's a nice thing to do. Now we are going to the upper part of the island. I'll give you an overview of the shot here. I have rearranged this a little bit. Now, Lady Cadence has recently done a tour of my island, and I will link that for you below. But I have, of course, the day after I knew she was done recording, I, of course, rearranged it a little bit. I just can't stop rearranging. Are you kind of the same? So let's just kind of, if you had come up the stairs here, and the first thing you come up, there's a little cute cabin, little Airbnb that you can stop in. And I think this couple here that's strolling along, oops, they are the ones that are just taking in the Airbnb, and they just want to take a walk along the river. And there's lots of things to see. There's boaters, you have the bears, waterfalls, people just having fun out on the water. And then it takes you over here to this covered bridge and to a part of the Orchid Town. And south of the Orchid Town, right on the edge, is a little park to have some picnic and stuff, where you can also enjoy the hot springs, right? Have a picnic and go to the hot springs, and you can see the wild birds. And also, if you want to go down here, you can also do some snorkeling. Over here, you can also make it down to the snorkeling through the steps and down the cliffside. It's just kind of a fun place to go. We have the amphitheater here for some concerts. Here's a cultural area with your opera, library, museum, with a school behind it, firehouse, all kinds of places to go. A little bit of the ancient pagoda, a little bit of the gardens here. And then we have an artist retreat. We can come here and listen to music while you paint and create. I just would like a wonderful spot like that. And then over here we have the farm, or not farm, but the animal spot. So here's the estate with the barns, and also the vet. And I have one little sheep. I love the sheep. So that is the little tour of Orchid. And now we are almost to the point of having our February set. And I'm really excited about that. I've been thinking, where on this island am I going to put my February set? I like to have my seasonal sets on my main island because I get to see it more. I don't have to travel to another island. I know, and I don't really have enough to make it a whole another island at this point. Maybe I'll change my mind once I've played for a while. But for this time, I think what I'm going to do is, because I want to have less buildings and more gardens and people, I think I might change around this area here. I would like to reduce the amount of buildings. So like these guys here might go, so this right here in the beer place, I might have those go and rearrange that a little bit, and maybe put this back where this is, and then I would put those off on a different island. This estate here, we'll see if I keep that, but a lot of the seasonal set that's coming up in February, it's very, Valentine-ish, but there's some that has some water features. But I think some of it would translate really well to going up these steps as well. Maybe I will change out some of these, but it all depends on how many pieces I'm going to get. There's a few of them that I probably will want to get doubles of, because there's some of them that are pathways that, I like pathways and the gardens and such more than I do buildings. So I will probably end up getting a few of those. And there are stairs, though I might replace the stairs here. However, the stairs that they have in the seasonal set, they don't look as steep as these do. They look like just gradual steps. So we'll see if they have the same effect. But, I guess if they're not as steep, then it's just like a gradual hill, which will be fine too. So that's the thought for next time. Now, as for my other islands, because I don't have a lot of stuff, Sunflower Island is right now my storage island. It's the island of misfit decorations. And it's just kind of like stuff that I didn't know where to put, but I still need to have the decorations down so that I can go to the next chapter, if you know what I mean. So this is all that I have on Sunflower right now, the stuff that I don't know where to put or don't like. I don't know. Do you have a junk island like that? Here, this Laurel has become my Christmas island because we've really got a lot of good decor at Christmas, and they just kept coming out with more and more. I just love this one. And I have sold off a few things. Another thing that I'm kind of doing is that I'm wanting to live in the moment. If I got some decor at the time for a certain scene or something, but after the season is over and I really don't like it anymore, I'm just gonna sell it, because who knows if I'm guaranteed to see next year's seasonal set. Maybe I'm not going to be that much into it, or tastes will change. So if I'm not into it as much, I'm just not going to keep it. So there are a few things that I've gotten rid of. Now I'm currently going through Willow. I'm to the point where I'm no longer waiting on compasses, I'm waiting on stars. So Willow has become a neighborhood. It's probably not going to stay a neighborhood, but I'm right now waiting, I think, to open this area. Oops, I have to show this way. I need to be at 2,875 stars. I am at 2,855. The Laurel will be opened up more. It looks like a fun island to do. This might be where I want to put my Venice and Germany and those kinds of things. It probably won't end up being a neighborhood, but I was just trying to figure out where to put the houses because they used to be at the back of my main island. So that is the current state of affairs. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of a tour. I really enjoyed decorating a lot, and I probably spend more time than I need to. I don't know if you can relate or not, but it's one of the fun parts. It's very relaxing to me to just sit down and decorate. Just kind of a stress reliever. So there you go. That's my island. I hope you enjoyed this tour. Maybe it inspires you a little bit to try something different, or let me know if there's anything interesting that you're doing with your decoration, and if you have some ideas for the February set. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.